Holacracy has a fairly unique decision-making method called integrative decision-making, which we use in governance. And I think when people first see that, it's natural and easy to try to compare it to decision-making styles or systems that we may already know. Autocratic decision-making, consensus decision-making, whatever. And it's really difficult to find that comparison because there's two main things I think that sets integrative decision-making apart. Makes it a radically different decision-making system than everything that I've seen other than that. And those two things are, number one, it is not the people making decisions, it is the roles making decisions. So let's look at that one first. So with other decision-making methods we're used to, in most even entrepreneurial companies, we might be used to the leader autocratically making decisions, but they're making them personally to serve their needs, their company, their property. What do they want to do with it? Or we might be used to a consensus decision-making system where everyone has a voice, but we're being asked to represent ourselves personally. Am I okay with this? How do I feel about this? Do I want to block this? Or what have you? Right? Holacracy is not using either of those in integrative decision-making. We're asking the roles to make a decision. Based on the role you're filling in the organization, you are its steward. You are not allowed to bring yourself into that equation. There are rules to stop you from bringing yourself into that equation. Instead, your job is to be a steward of your role and to sense on its behalf what's getting in the way of the work of the role. That's who is deciding, if you will, in the system, which is a huge leap and makes it radically different experientially from all of those other methods that are still asking us humans to decide. That's number one. The other primary difference I see has to do with one tension at a time. And in Holacracy, compared to a lot of other methods, we're not putting everything on the table and trying to solve a lot of different things that all relate at the same time. Like most meetings, you walk in and all these tensions are all there all at once and we're trying to resolve them. With Holacracy, there's a taking turns aspect. One tension sensed by one person on behalf of one of their roles. And we're going to resolve that one tension, and there are rules to make sure we all take turns, and if we have a different tension, even if related, we hold it and focus instead on just minimally sufficient how do we address one tension without causing harm elsewhere in the organization. And that is a pretty radically different experience from most decision-making styles we're used to today that try to take a big picture view. This allows a big picture to emerge by being micro-focused one tension at a time and taking turns.